So after the first period of action, the Morris Mavericks lead by a score of 3-1. One goal scored on the man advantage. Morden had one of their own power plays, couldn't make anything happen. Aside from a few good chances on net, they haven't been able to beat Holness as of yet. Second period tonight is brought to you by Supplement King and Winkler. Any supplements you need, visit the boys down at Supplement King in Winkler, Manitoba. So Morris now trying to get the puck out of their zone. That's Clark forcing it up to Schrader. Taken away now by Peters. Bank off the wall. Now heading back into his own zone is defenseman Solness. Good defender for the Morris squad here. Now poking it out of the Morden zone and down the ice. Icing waved off. Back to play it was Maynard. Now off the wall in front of the Morden bench and nudged off the puck now as Clark hands it back over to Maynard. Over the blue line, Maynard. Shot through some legs. That goes just wide. Up to the point and forced back in by Solness. Now taken away and bumped right before the blue line. That was Aiden Peters. Hammered back in by Maynard. Back to play it for Morden, number 12. That's Blatz. Blatz still with it. He'll send it around the wall. Stopped at the point and sent towards the Morden net. Bouncing puck loose in front and covered up by Morasti. So Morris didn't take long to get back on the horse here and start testing Morasti here in the early goings of the second period. Morden looking for anything to get going here. Had a few good chances in the first, just couldn't put it through. And then when Holness did fumble the puck a little bit, Morden just couldn't get it through. Puck now sent back in by Gunderson. Playing it now is Dick. He's got Blatz to his left. Now sent out off the skate of Morasti and kept back in. Forced back in deep by Collette. Now up to the point. There's Gunderson. Shot just over the crossbar. Bounced off the end wall. Another quick shot, and the puck is loose next to Morasti. Puck now behind the Morden net. There's Hicks with it. Looking for a centering try. That goes off of Brody Clyde stick, and that goes off a leg into the corner. Turning it aside there, looking for a shot. Morris trying to get things out in front. The puck is loose in some skates, and that goes in. Morris scores. It's 4-0. As it looked like Hicks was digging after it. There's a few Morden defenders in front of Morasti, and no one could collect it and get it out of the danger zone. So now Morden finds themselves down by 4. It was kind of a weird play where the puck was tied up for a period of time and no one from the Thunder could square it away, and as has happened throughout this game, Morris has found a way to capitalize here. Looks like a hold, possibly against the Thunder here. Not sure who's headed towards the box. Oh, and there you go. It's Thomas Valiette. Will serve 2 minutes or less for holding. Call made by referee Brad Street. So Morden will have to defend here on the shorthanded penalty kill. In to take the draw, Tegan Fillion for the Mavericks. Now forced back into the corner, up to the point. Looking for a play here on the right side. That's McKay. He fires that one wide. Loose puck in front. They score. Looks like Fillion will get that one off of a shot that went wide off the end wall, but the puck came right out on his stick, and he put it by the blocker of Matt Morasti. Mavericks up 5-0, scoring on their second power play opportunity here tonight. So Morden proving that they have to stay out of the penalty box. It's an uphill battle already, and it's tough when you make it worse on yourself by putting yourself down a man. We'll see how Morden responds here as Clark quickly goes after and pokes after a puck that was covered by Morasti. Face-off will be down into his right. So the goal is scored just into the second period here. That's 2 by Morris so far in the second. Now flipping it out of the zone, picked up by Morasti. Tried to get it by McKay, but he poked the puck away. Dick fires it in around the board, stopped behind the net by Holness. Here's McKay with it. Sends it around the wall. Far side to French. Now on over to Schrader. Schrader loses it, but that's picked up there by Maynard. And kicked out of the zone, but picked up again by Maynard. Now over near side Clark. He's got some room on the right. Tries to make that power move as he's a strong skater. Great on his feet as he almost generated a chance. Now Morden looking for a break. Brody Clyde in a lone shoot, scores! Brody Clyde, top shelf, puts the Thunder on the board. Great play along the right side as Brody Clyde streaked up the middle. Grabbed the puck and made no mistake as he used his hands in tight and gave the Thunder their first goal of the game. So as I stated earlier, Morden has a bit of an uphill climb, but that'll help to kind of ease tensions a little bit now as they've found the back of the net. But Morris, right back onto the attack, forces the puck down low into the Morden zone. Picked up there down low by Hicks, looking for center, and that goes through the slot. Puck in the corner now. Peters looking to connect with Hines. Hines tried to get it to Worley. He missed and hammered back in. That's Solness. Got it in deep for the Mavericks and now touched up offside as Collette was just a step over the blue line. So face-off will come all the way back, just down in front of us. Linesman Ezekiel Fair will do the honors of dropping the puck, taken by Ethan Dell. And Collette wins it back and now picked up on the far side corner by Solness. He hands it over to Gunderson, and now trying to get it out is Hicks. Now over to Johnson. Johnson dances to the middle. Quick shot on net. That's blocker to side as the puck is shot wide. Morden now defending in the corner. That was Clausen after it. Body put on there by Dell. As Peters now takes a whack at it. Tries to get out. That goes off at Dell. Looks like it might have caught him in the wrist. He's in a little bit of discomfort. Now Collette. Had it in the corner, lost it. Now Peters tries to dig it out. On up over to Clausen. Looking up ahead for Worley. Worley gains the center line. Tried to fire it in, but that went off of a leg. I believe it was Solness that got in the way, and now room down the right side. There's a shot out in front. That goes off of Fillion's stick and into the corner. Morris still pressing, though. Turned over as that was Worley that just tried to hand it over. Now Morden trying to fire it out. Up to the blue line, caught into some equipment there, and it's hammered back in. After it goes Dick. He's bodied along the hash marks. Now a quick shot. That goes off this side of the net as that went through some traffic. Handled back up at the point now. Flipped back up, and it looks like Dick has it now for the Thunder in the corner. Flipping it along the wall behind the net. There's Worley. Chipping it on up now. Trying to poke it out as Weeb. He gets it out as looks like it took a high stick up in the face mask area, but Weeb skates it down the right wing side. He's got Valiette in the middle as now Weeb is rubbed out along the wall. There's Sheldon forcing it into the corner. Sheldon pokes after it. Valiette on the near side, but the puck is stolen away and forced up to the point, poked back in by Peters. Now chipped off the wall, skating away is Fillion. He has a 2-on-1 if he gets the puck over quick. Nice pass, and that just rolls off a stick into the corner as that was Fillion. Logan Fillion just had it roll off his tape into the corner. Morris generating more chances here as the second period goes on. We're just over 6 minutes into the second period. Morris ahead 5-1. Loose puck, and that's quickly covered up now as Holness holds on for the draw. Not a lot of room for error here as soon as the Thunder turn it over, the Mavericks pounce on it and bring it 200 feet down the ice. But as it stands right now, face-off in the offensive zone for the Thunder. Clyde tried to win it back. The puck bounced out and now makes its way to the slot. Radek Morasti missed it, and heading up now is Clark. makes his way through Peters. Tried to make a move, but that's poked away by Hines. Now behind the net, that's Schrader and Clark. Top line here for the Morris Mavericks. Quick shot on net. That's slowed down in front of the net by Hines. Peters will pick it up. Peters tried to backhand it out, but it's turned back in. Schrader charges after it into the corner as Hines sends that out and through the legs of Solness, and it goes down the length of the ice. Back to plate is Thomas Maynard. Stretches for it as Radek Morasti was lurking for the hit. Now it's sent back around the far side. Played along the wall now by Johnson and sent back down the length of the ice. Picking it up there for the Thunder, number 12. That's Blatz, and sent up ahead to Worley. Rolls off of his stick. Now Solness is converged upon by two Thunder jerseys. Trying to center it there was Worley. Backhander, nice shoulder save. And the puck is still loose. Now behind the net. Looks like the goaltender was interfered with there. The referee has a call for interference. And it'll be Eaton Worley going off for goaltender interference. Almost 7.5 minutes into the first period. The Thunder will be down a man for 2 minutes or less. And at the way the Morris power play has been clipping along, that could be tough for the home squad. But they've got their penalty killing group out here. Looks like it's Clausen, Dell, Blatz, and Dick for the Thunder. And the top power play unit for the Morris Mavericks is out there as the puck now is sent into the near side corner. Just above the hash marks. Winding, firing, saved by Morasti. Loose puck. Still lost in the feet in front of the net. Morden managed to clear the zone. Staving off the pressure for the time being as Dell lays a good hit on the far wall. And the puck is rung down the length of the ice. Looks like Holness might have knocked the post off. We'll see if the referees notice, but the play carries on. Morris misfiring on their zone exit, so the puck is sent back in. It'll be stopped by their netminder as Brody Clyde's in on the forecheck. Now he'll have to hustle back. Peters fires that one, and that takes a weird hop off the end wall. Playing now behind the goal line. Morden trying to kill off more time. That's Keston Worley, and he's dragged down to the ice. That's a heck of a job on the power play here, or the penalty kill, I should say, as he's now negated the man advantage for Morris. So with 1 minute and 4 seconds left to the penalty of Eaton Worley, Keston Worley draws a penalty, and Morden will then have 56 seconds of a power play of their own here after the 1 minute and 4 ticks off. But Morden now thinking a little bit of offense, a little more room to skate, being 4-on-4. Brody Clyde in to take the draw. His proud mom at home enduring a bit of a cold here. She wasn't feeling well, so she's telling me she's glad to be able to watch the game on amateur sports television. We're glad to have everybody along out there in TV land. I'm Kevin Pauls. I'll be the voice in your head for the evening. Morden now looking to take it out of the zone, but it's knocked back in by the Mavericks, handled now by Aiden Peters. Looking up ahead for Worley. He dances his way out, skates it up ice. Over the blue line, makes a move, cuts towards the middle, loose puck. Oh, and he whistled that one just high. Now Morris has a chance to send it up ice. Oh, and it just missed Tegan Fillion there, as now it is blown down for icing. 27 seconds left in the power play, or sorry, the penalty, I should say, to Eaton Worley. Morden with another offensive face-off here. In to take it will be Dell. He's out there with Blatz, Clausen, and Dick. Face-off, one back by the Mavericks, run up along the near side. Handled there by Filling and poked out of the zone. Dick will have to go back to play it. Dick now takes the long skate behind his own net. Now looking for the outlet pass. He finds Clausen, handled up now to Dell. He gives it away, and Clark will turn it back down the other way. Clark makes a nice move, cuts to the middle. Clark shoots. Oh, what a save by Morasti. Morasti had to be sharp there on the turnover. And now Worley's out of the box. The Thunder will have a power play. They have to be careful, though, as they had a mass change going on. Puck sent out into the slot, knocked away, and Morris clears his own. Good job there on the kill by Clark as he poked it away as Morden was amassing some strength there in the slot area, looking to get a shot off. Now the Thunder look to head up ice. Here's Keston Worley down the right side, looking for a shot on net, and that's gloved down by Holness as he had Radek Morasti heading towards the net. So Morden now edging up in the shot category as they're getting a few more chances here. Finding the back of the net once. They trail 5-1 nearly halfway through the second period. Face off, one back to the point. Peters looking for Worley. Worley backhands it to the slot, and that's steered aside by Clark. He finds a hole and sends it down the length of the ice. Morasti there will stop it. Next to his net, pokes it out, and now Peters looking up ice for Worley. That's knocked off a stick, and now Collette will pass it back to his defenseman. D-to-D pass over to Gunderson now with eyes up ice. Just missing his man. Now Hines forces it back in. Worley in on the forecheck. We're even strength now as Gunderson carries it around his own net. Bank back out in front to Hicks. Hicks tried to run it up and now sent in deep and off the stick of Morasti into the corner. Hines will be the first man to it as he's tied up there along with Hicks. Now the Thunder try to send it up ice. Here's Clausen flipping it to himself and then dumping it in and giving chase. Played back now by Maynard. He spins off a check as Clausen's in after him. Along with 19, that's Jeremy Collette. Now sent out of the zone and backhanded back in. Morden will go back into the box as a cross-checking penalty is being assessed. And that looks like it'll be against number 17, Jonathan Dick. So Dick will serve some time for his infraction, and Morden will go back on the penalty kill here. Fortunate enough to have their last opportunity evened up halfway through, but we'll see what happens now. Tegan Fillion in to take the draw. Brody Clyde wins it back. Grade 12 player from Morden. Haven't met many young men finer than Brody. He's a stoic young fellow. Will always give it his best while he's on the ice, and you can see that here is Coach Doug Schellenberg has played him in all scenarios. He's up out now on the penalty kill. Morris now looking up ice, but that goes off a stick and will be played out there. Morden tries to send it down the length of the ice, and once again, there's number 21, Clyde, after it. Forces a turnover. Clyde skates it down to the corner, looking for a center. He had a man there, but Tegan Fillion got in the way of that play. Now the puck is banked around the far side. Eaton Worley first to it, flips it towards the net, deflected by Clyde, and a save by Holness. So face off. Deep in Morris territory. Morden still on the penalty kill here. 1 minute and 16 seconds left. 8:14 left to go in the second period. Morris leads by a score of 5-1. Morden looking to gain their footing here and put some more pucks towards the Morris net. The visitors playing a very good road game here tonight, as now the puck battle ensues in front of the Morris bench. Another call here. Looks as though that one will go against Morden again, so there'll be 2-man down, as that's Radek Morasti going off for head contact. So Morden will have, that's 4 minutes, so they'll have 1 minute of 5-on-3 and then another 3 minutes to kill off, as they will spend a good portion of the second period here shorthanded. Ethan Dell in to take the draw. One back by the Mavericks. Top of the point here. Looking cross ice is Maynard. Now over to Gunderson. He sends it low. Now back up top. That was Clark giving it on to Gunderson. Now over to Maynard. Back over to Gunderson. He walks the top of the line, hands it back over. Looking for a seam. There's a shot. That goes off his stick and out of play. So Morden, you can see that things have changed. They've gained a little bit of confidence after their goal before. They've staved off a few opportunities here by the Mavericks, but as the Mavericks have shown up until this point, they can make something happen in the blink of an eye. As we spoke in the first period, they do a good job with their transitional play and have a lot of weapons at their disposal. There's a quick shot, saved by Morasti, and he holds on. as another crowd gathered, but the referees are quick to separate any activities going on untowards next to the net. So face-off will be down in Morden territory. 29 seconds left in the 5-on-3. 3.5 minutes left in the penalty to Morasti for head contact. Brody Clyde will take the draw on the penalty kill, pardon me. One back in the feet now, looking to the far side. That's Solness. Hands it on over to McKay. McKay down low, quick shot out in front, and that goes through the crease into the corner. Worley takes a swipe at it and sends it rolling down the ice. As Worley was bodied into the wall, but he gets up slowly and heads back into the play. Had a few words there. Looked like he had something to say to French. Now as there's Clark with a shot off the leg, and it's somewhere in Morasti's equipment, it looks like it's in the paint there. Morasti had lost it for a second. I couldn't see through the crowd if it had found the net or not, but it stays out of the net. Morden dodging a bullet there as we're now under 3 minutes in the man advantage for the Morris Mavericks. So Collette will be in to take the draw, flanked by Clark, and I believe that's Johnson. Maynard, quick shot on net. That hits a body and slowly rolls to Morasti, and he jumps on the rebound. So it's Gundernis and Menard back on the point for the Mavericks. They've been able to fire pucks at will, but Morasti's done a good job holding the fort deep for the Thunder. Face off now, one back by Weeb. Up to the point, quick pass from Gunderson. That just rolled off a Maynard stick. Now he looks for some room, back over to Gunderson. Gunderson sends that one wide, looking for a deflection out in front and didn't get it. There's Johnson with it on the far side, handing it on over to Collette. Now to the point, looking down low. Here's Johnson with it. Johnson looking to walk out into the slot, evades a check there by Hines. Now the puck back to the point, Gunderson. Johnson looking for a man, but it goes off a leg and now is sent out by the Thunder. They kill off some more time here, nearing the 2-minute mark. Left in the penalty to Morasti. Morris making a quick change. Here's Aiden Peters, quickly gets to the puck in the corner. Shoves it along the far near side corner, and now the puck came loose for a minute and it's poked away as Morasti had the bottom of the net closed off. Now here's Gunderson. Shoots! Glove save, Morasti. Good job there as he had to fight through a crowd to make the save there. So face off to the left of the Morasti. The puck comes loose up to the point. Now McKay has it. Far side, Solness. Solness looking for a lane. That goes off his skate. Another quick shot by McKay. That goes off a body and wide. Now Morden quickly fired it up, but that's stopped at the point by McKay. Shoots. Glove save, Morasti. So face off to the left of Morasti. Dell to take the draw along with number 19, Jeremy Collette. Morden won the face-off back, but Collette grabs it in the corner. Collette looking up to the point. McKay, wrister, goes off Adele's shin pad and sneaks out of the zone. Worley up front for the Thunder here as he usually plays defense, but they've used him in a forward capacity. Nice move inside, outside. Shot by Solness. Loses it. Now it's in the back of the net. Morris has their 6th of the game, and that will end the power play as Morasti will come back onto the ice, but not before the Morris Mavericks score their 3rd power play goal of this hockey game. I don't have the efficiency numbers at my disposal at the moment, but I believe they're clipping along at about 50% right now, if not higher. So Morden will have to do their best to stay out of the penalty box, if I might play the part of Captain Obvious for the time being. So face off, one back by the Mavericks. As Tegan Fillion will get the credit for that one. Sent back in. Morasti leaves it there for Hines. Hines forces around the wall. Morasti there to pick it up, and now Brody Clyde down the right side. Keston Worley makes a move. He's hauled down, goes towards the net, and now the puck is forced wide, and Worley is down on the ice. Not sure. It looked like he was dragged down by the Morris player. I'm not sure if he went into the wall funny or if it was on the fall, but either way, he's slowly to his feet as he gets stick taps from the visitors and home players alike. But Morden now will go on to the power play. So face off down and to our left. Ethan Dell will take it. Dell wins the draw back to the point. The smooth skating Aiden Peters banks it off the corner. There's Eaton Worley, puts it out in front. Oh, and that just missed Dell. Morris collects it and fires it down ice. Morasti comes out to play it. Aiden Peters goes back to pick it up. Now up the right side. Here goes Hines. He's got some speed. Hines winds it up. Now he goes for a skate behind the net, looking to send it out front. Picking it up there is Clausen. Clausen to the top of the point now. Settling things down is Worley. Now down low. Centering try goes off a leg. The puck was loose. Now it heads towards the point, but it's not able to keep in there by Worley as he was just out of his reach. Now here's Peters on the left side. Peters has some room. Peters shoots. Saved by Holness. Now Morris carries it out of the zone, looking far side and just out of the reach of Fillion. No icing there as there's still 1 minute and 3 seconds left on the clock to the penalty. The Morris player for tripping on Keston Worley. Pulling it out of the crowd now is Hines. Not much time left as there's 45 seconds left on the power play. Quick shot, glove down by Morasti as he saw that one all the way off of the stick of McKay. So Morden playing a little bit fast and loose, but at this point they're going to have to try something to get on the board, or more on the board, I should say. They're down by 5. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left in the second period. Morden looking for anything here as now Dick chases it up ice, trying to make his way through a number of Morris players there as Clark was converging quickly. Now Keston Worley behind the net. Banked it, left it for Morasti. Morasti centering it, pulled out of the play by Clark. And he backhands it down the length of the ice. 15 seconds left in the power play. The Thunder looking for one more last gasp here as a long lead pass to Morasti is collected. He looked for Worley, not just missed. Now Morris flipped it down ice, collected now by Dick. Just missing Clyde now as Worley tried to bank it to him and now knocks his man to the ice. That was number 4, Schrader, that was sent down onto his backside. Now up the right side. Clark in the middle, shoots. Blocker saved by Morasti. Play whistled down now as Brad Street makes yet another call against the home team. And this time it looks like it'll be Keston Worley going off. 4 minutes for head contact. Not one of the best calls according to the Morden home squad as he gets applause from Doug Schellenberg, the head coach of the Morden squad. So Worley off, Morden down a man for 4 minutes at least. Looks like Morden may have garnered a bench minor as well for that show of support for the call. So they will be down 2 by the looks of things. So a 5-on-3 opportunity here from Morris. Like they needed any more help at this point, scoring 6 so far to this point in the game, and it doesn't look good for the Thunder. Now up to the point. Quick shot. Nice tip in front, but that goes wide as Tegan Fillion got in the way. Now the puck comes top of the point. Looking there for a lane. Nothing there for Thomas Maynard. Now quick shot. Scores! As Gunderson put a quick wrister past the glove side on Morasti. As that'll negate at least one of the minors as Thomas Valiette heads back to the bench. But Morden gives up another power play goal. Now they're down by 6. So Gunderson with a nice shot. Not much chance for Morasti on that one, as Morden certainly is not doing themselves any favors today, as their steady parade to the penalty box is indeed hurting them. Looks like Valiette is heading back to the box, as I believe that just negates the first 2 minutes off of Worley's head contact penalty. So they'll still be down 5-on-3 here for the near future, at least 1 minute and 43 seconds. 2:21 left to play in the second period. Morden down 7-1. Sent up ahead now as Tegan Fillion cruises through the middle. He's a dangerous player. Puck to the point. Gunderson looking for more. A quick shot. That's stopped off a leg. Looks like Blatt's got a shin pad on that one. Now Gunderson looking again. Now down low. Quick shot. And that goes off the side of the net. Puck is loose behind as Fillion digs after it. Sending it out in front. That just misses. Now Gunderson passes it over now to Maynard. Back over to Gunderson. Gunderson shoots. A nice leg save by Morasti. And just poking it out of the zone. Great play by Clyde, as he's one always willing to sell the body out to make a play for his squad. Now carrying it over the blue line is Gunderson. Stopped short by Dick, and he fires it down the length of the ice. So that'll kill off some time here as Morden goes for a change. Morris collecting themselves now, looking to take it out of the zone. Morden only having 3 guys on the ice. Obviously, lots of room for Morris as they now force it into the far corner. Played there by Johnson. Now trying to carry it out is Clark. He's spun around, but with his strength, he carried it one-handed. Now passes it over, leaves it for Schrader. Schrader back over to Clark. Dumped it off in the corner. Looking for a play at the top of the circle now, leaving it back over to Johnson. He delays, forces it to the point now. Zach Minard passes over to Gunderson. Shoots. Oh, what a tip in front. Schrader scores. It is 8-1 Morris. And there will still be 28 seconds left on the clock to the Morden penalty, as now it looks like Thomas Valiette will come out. Oh, pardon me, it'll be Keston Worley, first man out. So Thomas Valiette will be in there. In any case, Morden still a man down. 50 seconds left in the second period. Morden in a deep hole now, being down 8-1. Face off, one into the feet there. Now sending it back was Blatz. Onto the stick of Dick, and he forced it in, but that's gloved down by Maynard. Now Maynard over the glass, and looked like it stayed in play as a big body check there as Clark sent his man sprawling. Clark now trying to take it out in front. Clark now looking for the point play. Down back over to Clark. Clark trying to get it to the corner. Looked like he was trying to feed it to French. Morden intercepted and sent it rolling down ice. Playing it now is Zach Maynard. Knocked off his stick. Here is Keston Worley's back out there for the Thunder. Back hanging over is Eaton Worley. Now poking away at it and falling to the ice is Radek Morasti as a crowd gathers in front of the net. Obviously, Morden has to be careful here. They've spent plenty of time in the penalty box. They don't want to give any more advantages to the visiting Mavericks, but either way, the frustrations might be bubbling over for Morden as they now have 8 seconds left before they can head to the dressing rooms. We'll have to regroup and try to come out in the third with some more here. Brody Clyde to take the draw. Kicked up into the feet and poked away by Worley now as the loose puck is now hammered to the point. Quick shot, and Blatz puts it into the corner, and that'll signify the end of the second period. And it was a 7-goal second period. Pardon me, a 5-goal second period for the Morris Mavericks. 3 on the power play. Morden getting one of their own, but obviously a long way to go if they want to get back into this hockey game. So both teams will skate down for a rest, and we'll take a bit of a break here as that concludes 40 minutes of play here in the Access Event Center. We'll be back for more high school hockey action here between the Morden Thunder and the Morris Mavericks in just a few minutes.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen-size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins.
Hi, I'm Nettie Weiss from Metal Master. You had an accident? Sometimes they're embarrassing, but they're always inconvenient. We have an incredible staff to take care of you. We have platinum certified techs in 4 different categories. We are certified as a gold class accredited shop. If you've made a claim already, perfect. Call us with your claim number. If you need a claim opened, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. Sometimes you can get a little nervous dealing with MPI. We'll help you out. From Metal Master.
Access Events Center. Third period is brought to you by Case Financial. Case Financial Group. Oh, quick shot in front. Nice save by Payment, and a shot goes over the crossbars. I'm trying to get my sponsors out here. Case Financial is a proud sponsor of the Athlete of the Month. It's Zone 4 Hockey Association. Now the puck is knocked loose by Peters. Hammered in again by Clark. Clark, strong skater for the Mavericks. Quick shot on net. Loose puck, and now the referee blows the whistle as a crowd had converged on the backup netminder. That's Caleb Payment in for the Morden Thunder. Coming in for relief from Matt Morasti, who played 2 strong periods for the Thunder, but not much he could do against this high-powered offense from Morris, especially when considering most of those goals came on the power play. Morden spending a good point of this game in the penalty box. They're going to have to settle things down if they want to come away with a respectable score here today, and obviously looking for a little more offensive pressure against the visitors. Face-off, bounced off the wall. That was Brody Clyde trying to clear it. That goes off a body, and now here's Worley trying to get by Gunderson, but he pokes it off the stick, and now Worley will chase it back into the Morden zone. Now looking for some room up the right side. Worley has some speed going inside, outside, loose puck, and now runs into the netminder, and that will certainly draw a crowd, as I don't think Worley did that intentionally, but either way, he careened into the netminder from Morris. It doesn't look like a penalty will be assessed. But in any case, anytime you make contact with a goaltender, it certainly will draw a crowd. So face-off down into the left of netminder from Morris. Winning the draw back was Wiebe. Now along the hash marks and rolled back behind the net. Looking to poke the puck out front was Valiette, but it's stolen away now by McKay. Now into the corner for Zane Sheldon. He pokes it behind the Morris net. In goes Carter Wiebe, trying to kick it up to the forehand. He gets it in the corner, evades a check, and now Morris breaks out with it. Skating away now on a bit of a breakaway. That's Ayotte. Ayotte stops, now looks for a trailer. Quick shot, scores! Logan Fillion pots off a nice pass on another Morris rush down the ice. They lead 9-1, just under 3 minutes into the third period here. The clock now is running as Morden is down by 8. Morris continues to pour on the offense here. Good job by Ayotte to skate down the right side and find his man coming in from behind. It's Fillion, gathered the puck and wristed it by Payment now as Morris is trying to put it back into the offensive zone for some more. Now poked just out of the zone. That was Clausen that got his stick on it. Now it's rung back in by Morris. Back to play it. There is Blatz. Spinning off a check and now sending it to the point. Missed there by Dell, and now Blatz will carry it out. Blatz joined on the wing by Worley. He'll wrist that one in, and that one makes its way into the glove of Holness from Morris. Mackenzie Holness has played a pretty strong game here for the visiting Mavericks tonight, only letting one by. Morden, had a bit of a flurry there in the early stages of the second period, but since then, due to a little bit of penalty trouble, I should say, it's been all Morris this game, and now player knocked down to the ice. There is Dick, fired it back in, misplayed there by Holness, so that'll give Morasti a chance to catch up to the puck, and here comes Clark. Strongman Clark down the right side. He's got Peters to beat. Nice defensive play there as Aiden Peters turned that one aside. Now looking to poke it out of the zone was Clyde, but it's turned back in by the Mavericks. Knocked into the corner here, looking to play it out is Schrader. He's bodied on the play now by Peters, rung around the back wall. Now there's Clark. Clark turning from behind the net, centering try, and that went to no one in particular, and it's cleared out now by the Thunder as Gunderson and Menard will have to go back to play it. Icing is waved off. Left back for Maynard off the stick of Gunderson. Now up ice, intercepted there by Carter Wiebe. He pokes it in, so Gunderson will go back to play it. Off his stick now is Hines. Tries to skate it out and into the slot area there, but it's turned out by the Mavs. Hit here in front of the players' bench as the puck is rung in deep now for Aiden Peters. Aiden Peters looking up the left side. Tries to get by Collette as he's bodied for his troubles. Now there's McKay. Bouncer there off the stick of Zach Maynard. And forced in now, back to play it is Hines. Bouncing puck just over the blue line. And trying to play it back in was McKay, but he misfired. So Hicks will play it on over. Bounced in now by Liam Collette. Now played by Hines. He'll ring it around the wall. Far side as Valiette saw the hit coming and played it over. In there for support is Aiden Peters and Eaton Worley. Pushing away at it now as Valiette is forced to the ground. That's Collette. Now bodying Valiette still. And now Eaton Worley tries to handle it out. Zane Sheldon took a poke at it. Body check in front of his own bench. That was big Eaton Worley. Puck bounced off the wall. Now after it is Zane Sheldon. He's bodied there by Collette. There's Blatz angling over for Worley. And Worley picks it up now. Joined by Dell. Worley centering try and swiping at it was Dell. He just missed. Now skating it up ice is Fillion. He backhands in, and that goes off a stick as two players collide just near the blue line. That was both 14s hitting the ice. Now here's Dick spinning off a check. Cross ice pass looking for Clausen there and hammered back in by McKay. Far side corner. It's Blatz with it now. Nice backhand delay pass over to Clausen as he heads up ice. Flipping it there for... That's Worley there. Had it for a brief moment. Sent out in front. Here's Dell with a chance. Fights off a check. Scores! Oh, they're saying no goal. Off the crossbar. I thought Dell put that in the top shelf, but the referee says no. It went off the crossbar. Two Morris players collide right at the blue line, so they'll have to head back in and retrieve the puck. 12:34 left to play in the third period of action here. Puck is knocked out of the zone off the stick of Ayotte. Sent back in and played now by Solness. Solness delays behind his net. Passes over to Maynard. Maynard now carrying it up the left side. Puts that shot, and that's steered into the corner by Payment. Bodied in the corner there was Brody Clyde, now sent up ahead to Keston Worley. 1-on-3. Tries to weave through all three players. The puck is loose, though. Bouncing into the slot. Hines through a maze of legs, and that just misses. Great save by Holness now as he finds the puck, and once again, a crowd gathers in front of the visitors' net. Referee Brad Street giving marching orders. Not sure. Looks like we'll be skating towards the penalty box here. One of the Thunder players, that's Radek Morasti. That's his second visit to the box today. So Morden will be down a man, another head contact penalty. Coach Doug Schellenberg does not like that call. So another 4-minute head contact penalty. So Morden will be down a man for 4 minutes. Face off, one back by the Mavericks. It's Clark with it. Up to the point now. Gunderson plays catch with Clark and gets it back. Walks it in, shoots. Oh, it's just off the glove of Payment into the corner now. Trying to get it to the point now are the Mavericks. Looking to set things up. Handling it from the blue line. Back over to Clark. Walks it in, decides to carry it himself. Now delays at the hash marks. Plays it over to Gunderson. Fake shot, Clark. Dumping it off now. There's Schrader. To the point now, Gunderson. Watched closely by Weeb. Back over to Schrader. Schrader now takes a couple steps. Looking for the one-timer was Gunderson. And it went under the blade of his stick, and he'll have to go back to play it there as Zach Menard watches along. Now here's Clark. He's got room on the inside. Clark, centering try. That goes off a skate and behind the net. Clark, though, picks it back up off the skate. And now here's Collette. Near side, whining, firing. Oh, and that goes off the shin pads of Zane Sheldon. There's a shot. Oh, and that's deflected wide by Collette. Clark with it. Taking it down low. Johnson, or pardon me, that's Collette. Now over far side. Quick shot. One-timer just missed there, and they score as Clark picks up the rebound on the far side of the net. And that was a tap-in, as I believe now it's 10-1. Morden down by 9. Certainly a few uncharacteristic penalties by Radek Morasti. Typically, he's not one that you see on the end of, or that end of those calls in any case. He's usually a player that through his hard work and perseverance, he's usually the one drawing penalties, so it's a little bit abnormal to see him in the penalty box so often, but Morden seems to be using or having that as written in part of the script tonight. As they've spent a good portion of today and have paid dearly for any time they have spent in the box, that being the 5th power play goal here by the Morris Mavericks. Now they're setting it up again, looking far side, intercepted by Dell. He takes it and forces it down ice, bounced off the stick of Holness, leaving it now for Solness. Carried up ice by Tegan Fillion. Bodied off the puck by Clyde. Good job on the penalty kill there as Morden now clears it the length of the ice. The lone man in is Eaton Worley. Quick lead pass. That goes over the stick there of Ayat, and now the puck will be brought all the way back down into the Maverick zone. Thanks to an icing call. There's 8 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third period. Morden down by more than a touchdown. Brody Clyde in to take the draw. Morden looking to maybe work on a few things here as this game is well out of reach at this point. Now Morris chasing it up ice once again. That's Fillion there, taking it behind the Morden net, still with it on the backhand, looking for a play, and a big collision now as Worley bodies Fillion and now has some words for him as the puck is sent up ice. There's Aiden Peters looking to carry it out. Looked to be a high hit from McKay there, no call, but Brody Clyde collects it and brings it out now. Radek Morastian and levies a hit of his own, and Gunderson takes him down. Now the referee blows the whistle as that was well offside. Now Morgan Wall expressing his frustration off the Morden bench. Now Clark carries it up ice, steps over the blue line, handles it on the left side, now looking to center. Cross ice pass missed, and now Ethan Dell. As now Morgan Wall is kicked out of the game for his tirade towards referee Brad Street. Oftentimes it's frustrating, especially when you're down by the amount of goals that the Thunder are at this point. Certainly no excuse. But at this point, it's understandable for a team to have a amount of pressure on them, especially when you're getting beat that bad on the scoreboard and seeing the hits that are coming out now. If a coach is concerned about the level of safety being observed on the ice is one thing. So we'll see where the rest of this game being 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third period. Morden trying to clear it out, banked back in by the Mavericks. All the way down, handled now by Blatz. Blatz forces it up towards the half wall, and that's sent out off the stick of Clausen. Morris looking to put some more pressure on here in the latter stages of this hockey game. Body check behind the play is Worley. And that'll be, looks like a hit from behind, and that'll end Eaton Worley's night. So Morden's going to have to regroup here. As I was saying, it's understandably frustrating, but it's still a hockey game, and there's still some quorum that needs to be followed here as far as the honor of the game and sportsmanship is concerned. But Morris showing no signs of letting up their pressure either, as now the puck is held in deep, trying to dig it out there. Was Hicks now as Morden fires the puck down the length of the ice. Now Mann's in the box for the next minute and 40 seconds. 5:30 left in the third, so Morden can ice at will at this point. Looking now for a 2-on-1. Hicks leaves it now. Here's in alone. What a shot, and that's just sticked aside by Payment now. Puck is loose in the corner. Worley, Keston that is, digs after it now as Peters is along watching the puck with Hines in the far side corner. Puck is jarred loose, now handled to the point. McKay wrister, that's steered aside by Payment. Good job there to stick that out of harm's way. Now Worley looking for Morasti. He swiped at it, but it's sent right back in. But now onto the stick of Peters. Far side for Dick. He risks it the length of the ice. Just under a minute to go in the man advantage for the Morris Mavericks. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third period. Morden down by a score of 10-1. The high-powered Morris offense on full display tonight. Puck bounced out to the point, kept in nicely by McKay. Wrister towards the net. That's legged aside by Payment. Now into the corner for Johnson. Sending it to the point for McKay. Near side, Maynard. Maynard forcing it down low. Fillion missed it, so the puck goes all the way to the far side and out. McKay could not keep it in. McKay with Weeb on his shoulder. Weeb looking for Clyde as he heads towards the slot. Still with the puck is Weeb, now knocked off the puck. Good play there by Maynard. That's Thomas forcing the Morden player off the puck, and now off the shin pad of Johnson as the puck came out, but right back in as Morris sends it deep. Out to play it, there is Payment. And bodying in the corner there is Blatz as he gave Ayot a bit of a bump. Now the puck is forced out by the Thunder. Hit in front of the bench there by Brody Clyde, and he'll go off for a change. There's Hines passing it up ahead to Dell. We're even strength now. Dell with it. Watched closely by Maynard. Centering try, and that's sticked away by Holness. Now carrying it up ice is Clark. He's going to try to make his way by Hines, and does. Bodied off the puck there by Dell, and he goes sliding hard into the boards. Puck below the goal line. Still with it is Dell. Brings it around the wall, and that's just missed now by the Thunder there as they're trying to clear it. And it's still in, held out of the zone now by Hines. Cleared out by Clausen. After it goes Sheldon. Turning it away there is Solness. Morris manages to clear the zone. Handled out in his own territory is Dick. Nice toe drag there as he's got a man all over him. And that was French there watching the play in the offensive zone for Morris. Here's French. Just sidestepping a check there as Clark lost it in his skates for momentarily. Now here's Solness carrying it back behind his own net. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third period. Morden looking to salvage some dignity here at the end of the third. Quick shot of net by Worley. That goes off as sticking into the corner. Morris with it now, looking up ice. That's Collette with it, right side, sending it towards the net. Loose puck as a player falls into Payment now as Brody Clyde looks to carry it out of his zone. Clyde stops, leaves it now right side for Worley. Worley steps over the blue line, tries to make a move. Nicely defended there by the Mavericks and carried up ice now as that's Hicks that was just bodied off the puck, but fired in and a save by Payment, and he holds on. Nearing 1 minute to play in the third period. Face off down and to the right of Payment. Taking it will be Carter Weeb. He wins the puck back. There's Hines with it, skating around behind his own net. Hines has it knocked off his stick. Hicks leaving it now. Quick shot in front and a blocker save. Puck is loose and Payment jumps on the rebound and holds on for the draw. Looks like they'll at least get this face off here as Morden makes a last-second change. Fresh legs come on for what could potentially be their last shift of the game. Morden probably can't get off the ice fast enough after this display on a cold Friday night here in southern Manitoba. Morris tried to poke it out in front, but now it's carried up ice by Ethan Dell, poking it around the defender and now knocked to the ice and covered up by Holness for the draw with only 30 seconds left to play in this hockey game. Once again, third period is brought to you by Case Financial. Case Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Athlete of the Month. Looks like the referees are happy to let the last 10 seconds and change click off the clock, and that'll end it. So this game will finish tonight. A score of 10-1 for the visiting Morris Mavericks. What's left of the players on the bench for the Thunder go and give their best to their netminder that came into relief. That's payment. Matty Morasti played the first 2 periods and did the best he could, but the Morris proved to be too strong for the home squad tonight, firing a lot of pucks towards the net and scoring quite a few of their own and exhibiting quite the efficient power play, I should say, scoring 5 or 6 on the man advantage, as now the handshakes ensue, and we'll go down and get some thoughts from one of the players here. I think we're going to talk to the Captain Clark here on the ice momentarily, so we'll go for a bit break, but we'll be back for more here live from the Morden Access Event Center. Yep. Right on. Well, I'm here with Captain Clark. So you won by more than a touchdown today. You guys had an offensive onslaught and really good on the power play. What are your thoughts on tonight's game?
I thought we started a little slow at the beginning, but as the game progressed, we got a lot better and we found success.
Well, as we were talking over the first period, you guys did a good job on many fronts. You moved the puck up ice in a variety of ways. You have a lot of good outlets. Between Coach Barry and Coach Lehman, you guys obviously work hard on a lot of that stuff?
Yes, we do. They inform us a lot on our play and everything. They help us out a lot. They've been a really great help this year. Barry's been with the team for many years, and he knows what he's doing, so...
Yeah, Barry knows his way around the league quite well, doesn't he? And you guys have been having a decent year up until this point. What are some of the things that you've been doing well? Like, has your power play's been great? You guys have obviously had some good goaltending as well?
Yeah, our goaltending's good. We have a lot of young guys that are finding success on the ice, which is good because at first they were a little rough, but now they're coming through for us, and we're really starting to play as a team, and I think good things are happening.
What do you guys have coming up for games? Do you have, I believe we're coming closer to playoffs here, so what are some of the things you'd like to tighten up moving towards the postseason?
I think our D-zone could use a little tightening up. Our offense, we've struggled a little bit with finding the back of the net, but as of tonight, we definitely excelled in that.
Well, from my standpoint, you do a good job when you come on the outside. You're obviously a strong skater. Is there stuff that you work on to make yourself a better player out there?
I just try to give it all I got at practice and go from there.
Attaboy. Well, work ethic is key, right? Well, thanks for joining us. Good game today, and we wish you all the best for the rest of the year.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Right on. I'm Kevin Pauls. Thanks for joining us on Amateur Sports Television for another great high school hockey game here between the visiting Morris Mavericks and the home team, Morden Thunder.